Okay, let's look at the homework 6, problem number 3. Right? I'm not going to do all 3 parts, but I'll show you how to do part B. Right? So before we find the determinant, we're going to apply a bunch of row operations. Right? So if you look at it, the first column, you have 1, 1, 1, 1. We can easily turn all these guys into 0. Right? So let's do that. Right, so row operation. So I'm gonna actually subtract the third row from the fourth row. So in other words, we take the third row, so it's gonna be R3 multiplied by -1 and add it to row 4. Right, that'll be row 4. Right? Then here we do the same thing. We're gonna multiply row 2 by -1 and add it to row 3, and that will be the new row 3. And row 2, we're gonna multiply row 1, add it to row 2. That's gonna be our new row 2. Right? So once you've done that, you're going to get this. So this is going to be equal to, right? So you have a determinant, right? We haven't done anything to the first row, so it's going to stay there. So it's going to be 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So this guy, so 1 minus 1 is 1, so fourth row. 4 minus 3 is 1. 10 minus 6 is 4. And 20 minus 10 is 10. Right? Then you have 1 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 2 is 1. Oh, actually, sorry, I messed it up. Right? 1 minus 1 is 0. Right? So this has to be 0, which is what we wanted, which is 0 here. Right? Then we have 6 minus 3 is 3. And 10 minus 4 would be 6. Alright, so second row, 1 minus 1 is 0. 2 minus 1 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. And 4 minus 1 is 3. Right? So you can see that here, first column is really simple. So we're going to try to use expand along the first column to find the determinant. Right? So this is going to be equal to, right, 1 times, right, then so this is the first row, first column element, so it's going to be -1 to 1 plus 1, which is going to be positive. Right, then you look at the submatrix, so we have to strike those out. Then this is a submatrix. So then we have to find the determinant of 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 6, 1, 4, 10. Right? And you can see that the -1 to the 1 plus 1 square would be 1 anyway. So these two guys really doesn't do anything. So we just have to find this guy. Right? Then the same trick actually works. We're going to apply row operations here. So take row 2, multiply by -1, add it to row 3. So that's going to be a new row 3. And take row 1, multiply by -1, add it to row 2. That's going to be a row 2. Right? So this is going to be equal to, right? So you're going to have, let's see, first row is unchanged, so I'll just copy that, 1, 2, 3, right? Second row, this 1 minus 1 is 0, 3 minus 2 is 1, and 6 minus 3 is 3, right? 1 minus 1 is 0, 4 minus 3 is 1, 10 minus 6 is 4. Right? So this is going to become, so this is going to be again, we're going to use the first column because it's nice and simple, right? So expand along it, but here's 1 times, again, -1 to the 1 plus 1, which is going to be +1 anyway. Then you look at the submatrix, which is just the 1, 3, 1, 4, right? Then you can see this is just going to be 1, so I'll just scratch that out. And this is 2 by 2, so you have AD, so it's going to be 4, minus BC, 3, which is going to be just 1, right? Right, so that's the determinant of this matrix, right? We can double check with the GeoGebra. Let's try it. Alright, so here's GeoGebra. We don't need a graphic, so we're gonna close that. Alright, so just the algebra part. So we're gonna let's see, make a matrix. So let's call that matrix, say, M. So M is equal to, right, and the first column is, the first row is 1, 1. So 1, 1, oops, sorry, wrong place. 1, 1, 1, 1. Right, and second row is 1, 2, 3, 4. And the third row is 1, 3, 6, 10. And the last row is, oh, actually I put it in the wrong place, here, right? And the last row is 1, 4, 10, 20, right? So hit enter. Alright, so that's the matrix. So let's find the determinant. So remember that determinant is going to be over here. So open that up. Oops, sorry. Open that up. If you go down, and the very bottom one is a vector and the matrix, and there's a determinant. So you have a determinant. So paste. So matrix is M, right? So hit enter. Right? You can see that here, determinant is equal to 1. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.